Hey, we're on, and you're listening to Financial Survival, sponsored by Discount Gold and Silver. And our telephone number is 1-800-375-4188. That's 1-800-375-4188. And what is today, Bob? Today is the 6th of July, 2009. And thank you for joining us today. I'm Melody Cedarstrom, and you're listening to Financial Survival. Visit our website at discountgoldandsilvertrading.net. There's programs you can listen to. There's things that you can read. And so visit at discountgoldandsilvertrading.net, discountgoldandsilvertrading.net. And, of course, if you have any questions for the program, you can send them to discountgoldandsilver@yahoo.com. We only have a few questions coming in today. So, folks, make sure that you get them to us. And so, let's see. I was just reading an email question here right now. So send us your email, send us your questions at discountgoldandsilver@yahoo.com and 800-375-4188. And let's mosey on over and see what gold did today. Actually, it was down $7 at $925.80. And really tried to come back all day long, and overseas markets just sort of tanked overnight, but our market didn't do all that bad. But Bob will talk to us about that in just a little bit. You have silver down 11 pennies at $13.30. Platinum is down $42 at $11.54. And we have palladium. We're both going to be coughing through this whole program. And we have palladium.
You're taking the wrong drugs.
Yes, my throat's just drying. We have palladium down $8 at $245. I should repeat that. Gold down 7 at $925.80. Silver down 11 pennies at $13.30. Platinum down $42 at $11.54, and palladium down 8 at $245. Oh, I guess that's all the news I have. Hey, give us a call, folks. Gold and silver coins. We got great prices. And, folks, you know, you guys are confused because you hear so many things. I had a customer call me this morning, and he says, my problem is I don't know anything about gold and silver. And I said, that's perfect. You know more than most because you're calling me. Gold market is not regulated. There's lots of opinions out there. And so when we're trying to base a decision on opinions, it can get very confusing. And we keep things here simple. We explain everything to you, and we tell you the truth about the various markets, about the various coins, what they do. So give us a call at 800-375-4188. I've heard too many times people just get confused because you're trying to figure something out that there really isn't any figuring on. It's common sense. It's what's suitable for you. Sticking to the basics and not paying a high commission on these products. You do not need to pay a high commission rate on your products. And so we do everything right at Discount Gold and Silver. So give us a call. And if you'd like a complimentary issue to the International Forecaster, you can do that too by giving us a call on our 800 number, and we'll make sure Bob gets the information in order to send you out your complimentary issue. And I hate to introduce Bob because he's having a problem. He's got a little bit of a sore throat today, but Robert Chapman of the International Forecaster is here with us today.
A little bit of a sore throat. It feels like somebody ran a red-hot poker down the right side of my esophagus on the way down to my where it goes to.
Wherever it goes.
And, the last time I can remember I had a virus like this was in 1960. So it's been a long time. Anyway, I'm happy to be here. I had to cancel a couple of programs today because it's just too much. Even though I slept 9 hours, it's just a little bit too much sometimes.
Well,
as you can see, the U.S. government has decided to play its hand very strongly in the overnight market in Japan, which is very thin. So you have the access market, then you have Japan, which is the TOCOM. And they're both very thin. And so they can have an inordinate effect on prices of anything that trade overnight on Access or on Tilco. Then they bring the market into London, what is it, around 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and all I have to do is sell a little bit of bullion to justify the markdown in the Access and the Tilco market that has already occurred. So, London sees that, and London marks down gold 10.20, whatever it was, early on. And so at COMEX opens, they hit a little bit more, but they've accomplished what they wanted for the day. And so gold and silver struggled all day long to come back. And come back they did. 750 and 17 cents. They were both 40% lower. The shares were off like 5 or 6%, and they came back as well. I didn't see the closes yet. And it's your government at work. I'm going to go to the side here for a minute and tell you about a letter I just got in. And I had discussed the letter with the person who sent it to me earlier. He owns a large company, a middle-sized company, very, very solvent, privately owned, line of credit at the bank. Bank cancels the line of credit. And he goes to them and says, why? Oh, we're just doing this, that, and the other thing, and that's the end of it. So he went to another place, a bigger bank, and the bigger bank said, yeah, we'll accommodate you. And then they got to talking. And he sent me a letter as to what they talked about. And it's very interesting what's going on. Banks are being absorbed under this TARP, which the Fed made the banks take the money in. These TARP banks, TARP recipient banks, are being forced to absorb one bank after another. Hundreds of them that you're not hearing about. And he said there was one in the center of the country, in a large city, that no one wanted to touch. All the people in banking believe that the FDIC is broke, bankrupt. And this banker said to this individual, there's going to be revolution in America. 70 to 80% of the banks are bankrupt. Now, for those of you subscribers, you'll see the whole text. And you can see where this is all headed. And that's why you've got to listen. It is extremely important. Dehydrated, freeze-dried foods, a filter, weapons. And this banker said, I bought a shotgun for the first time, first gun I ever bought in my life. And then you got to have your gold and silver coins. You got to say you have a safe in your house. And that's just the fundamental things that you have to do. Last issue, I had a letter, and it was in the Forecaster. Melody was talking about the way they mark up coins, and this dealer claimed it was 16%, when in fact it was 22%. But most of the dealers, especially the big ones, mark up anywhere between 20 and 50%. And they even do it in bullion coins. So, take a look and shop around. Because you're going to find out if you buy coin A and you go to 3 places and they want, instead of, let's say they want 1,000 in $150 for that coin, and you can buy it from Melanie at $975. You're making a far better deal. You don't have to, as she said, go and pay these outrageous premiums so that these companies can become very wealthy. And
you know what?
it's really advantage. And you know that I asked Melody last week